Hey guys, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today we are going to do a live feeding video. So if you don't want to watch that, just skip us this week and we'll catch up with you next week. We understand people don't want to see that. I'm giving you the warning I always give. And what we're going to do is we're going to feed this little mouse. Actually, I went a little bit bigger to our green tree pythons we picked up when we were in Florida. I really like the green tree pythons. I think they're really interesting to watch eat because they always stay in the trees. So they'll stay on their perch, and they'll shoot down, grab their prey, and wrap it up. It's pretty cool. And that's how they'd eat in the wild. They'd never leave that tree. They kind of pretty much always stay up there. So without further ado, come over to the red. They're also Morelia species, so you can feed them fairly large meals without a problem. You can see that red one coming. Do-do-do-do. That's why I love watching him stalk from that tree. He'll wait till he knows that he can get it. And look at that. He rolls it up into the tree. And I just think that's crazy. And you look at that, and you're probably going, man, Gambro, that's a really, really big meal to be feeding that skinny of a python. And if this was a ball python, I'd say you're right. But this is Morelia. I'll tell you, your Morelia species, they tend to eat pretty good-sized meals. And you can tell, you can look at the size of the head with the size of the body and how wide that jaw is. And they can handle a nice big meal. So we tend to feed our Morelia pretty good-sized meals. And that's whether it is our green tree pythons or our carpet pythons. They're able to pack down some food, man. So we kind of like doing that. Let me grab one more mouse, and we'll try the yellow one. This one will be perfect. Yeah, come here, little buddy. And the yellow green tree is a little bit bigger. So I give it a full-size mouse. Don't mind that noise. It's just angry red snake. That's the way. So what we'll do is we'll kind of set that there, kind of wake that thing up. And right there you go. And again, it will never leave the perch. If you see your green tree crawl around the ground, it's time to get worried. They very rarely end up on the ground. It's just not something they do. They eat from the perch. They hunt from the perches. They're always on display. They're really cool creatures. As these grow, we're going to make these more of a naturalistic show cage with some, nice natural branches and some fake leaves. I probably won't do live plants because I'm not a gardener. Put some fake leaves in there, some fake foliage, and some branches that we'll take from our own woods. We can go get some driftwood. The thing is, when you get that, when you take that real wood or that real driftwood that you go out and find, bake it in the oven, okay? Bake it in the oven like you're baking cookies, 20 minutes, 350 degrees. That's going to make sure and kill all your parasites. The other thing you can do is freeze it. But you do want to do something to ensure you're not bringing something from the outside into your snake's cage that could cause it harm. So that's the one recommendation. Oh, check this thing out, Kurt. See what we can do without disturbing it. Right there you go. It's starting to swallow. So you can see it's not going to have any problem with that. The first time we had these green trees, I fed him a fairly large meal, that yellow one. The camera guy, Kurt, here was almost angry with me. He thought I fed it too big of a meal and told me it's never going to be able to eat that. Because Kurt's more used to ball pythons and hadn't been around the young Morelia as much. Because when he got into snakes, all my Morelia was adults that we had. But I kept telling him, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. He's like, no, you're just going to kill that mouse and waste it. And he was a little angry because we don't like wasting any mice. Well, he went to bed before I did, and I look over there, and that green tree python is swallowing it, no problem. As a matter of fact, it swallowed it backwards. So I took a picture that only showed the snake's mouth and the poor mouse's face and sent it to him, just so he'd know that it indeed could take that, no problem. And now I throw those big meals to those Morelia, and Kurt doesn't blink an eye because they just eat different than a ball python does. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing our green tree pythons. I'm in love with these guys. I'll tell you though, they're mean. Green tree pythons have earned their reputation for a reason, but they're so cool to watch and they're just gorgeous snakes. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.